Hi folks, Dr. Bob. I've been in business now 32 years, and I have really been asked for some business advice through the years, a little bit here and there, but if somebody asked me to make a speech, this is what it would sound like. Now I want you to remember that no bastard ever succeeded in business by being fair and friendly to the competition. They succeeded by making the other poor dumb bastard go out of business. And all this stuff you've heard about Americans not wanting to be entrepreneurs anymore is a lot of horse dung. Americans traditionally love entrepreneurship, forging startups against all odds with 100 ways to fail, yet we proceed with caution but never fear. Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. I wouldn't give a hoot in hell for an entrepreneur who lost and laughed. That's why Americans have never lost and will never lose in business. The very thought of losing is hateful to Americans. Now, a company is a team. It lives, eats, sleeps, fights as a team. And all this individuality stuff is a bunch of crap. The biggest bastards who wrote that stuff about individuality for the New York Times don't know any more about real business than they do about fornicating. Now we have the finest facilities, technology and equipment, the best spirit and the best staff in the world. You know, I really pity these poor dumb bastards we're going up against. I really do. We're not going to just destroy our competition. We're going to cut out their living guts and use them to grease the treads and cogs of our business machine. We're going to destroy the competition by the bushel. If your competition's drowning, shove a hose down their throat. Now I know that some of you may be wondering whether or not you'll fold under the enormous pressure and stress of being an entrepreneur, or that you won't know what to do. Don't worry about it. I can assure you that when the time comes, you will all do what you have to survive. The enemy is the competition. Wade into them. Destroy their balance sheets. Hire away their staff. When you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you realize that if you lose your business, your only alternative in life is to go to work for someone else, follow their orders, and make them money, you'll know what to do. Now, there's another thing I want you to remember. I don't want to get any emails, texts, or voicemails stating that we are holding on to our market share. We're not holding on to anything. Let the competition do that. We are advancing constantly, and we're not interested in holding on to anything except the competition. We're going to hold on to them by the nose, and we're going to kick them in the ass. We're going to kick the hell out of them all the time, and we're going to go through them like crap through a goose. Now, there's one thing that you people will be able to say when you get back home with your loved ones, and you may thank God for it. 30 years from now, when you're sitting around the fireside with your grandson or daughter on your knee, and they ask you, what was it like when you were a young, risk-taking entrepreneur just starting out in business? You won't have to say, well, I decided it would be safer if I drove a truck for a giant faceless corporation. Now, all right, ladies and gentlemen, you know how I feel. I will be proud to lead you wonderful entrepreneurs through the battle of business anytime, anywhere. That's all. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and that is how I would make a business speech if anyone ever invited me to do so. Dr. Bob. I'll see you guys next time.